I told my husband that I won't punish my daughter for speaking another language in the house because it upsets his son. My husband Ryan and I got married last year after dating for 3 years. I have a 15-year-old daughter, Maya, from my previous marriage, and he has a 12-year-old son, Tyler. Maya's dad is from Colombia, so she's been bilingual since she was little. She switches between English and Spanish without even thinking about it, especially when she's excited or talking to her friends on the phone. Tyler has always been a bit jealous of Maya. She gets better grades, has more friends, and honestly just seems more confident. But lately he's been complaining to Ryan that Maya speaking Spanish makes him feel left out and stupid. Last week, Tyler told his dad that Maya was probably talking about him when she speaks Spanish to her friends. Ryan came to me Tuesday night and said we needed to set some house rules. He wanted Maya to only speak English when Tyler was around because it was making his son uncomfortable. I told him absolutely not. Maya speaks Spanish with her dad every other weekend, talks to her grandmother in Colombia every Sunday, and it's literally part of who she is. But Ryan kept pushing it. He said Tyler was starting to act out at school because he felt excluded at home. Yesterday, Tyler threw a complete tantrum when Maya answered a phone call from her cousin in Spanish right in front of him. He screamed that nobody cares about his feelings and locked himself in his room for 2 hours. Ryan cornered me in the kitchen while the kids were upstairs and said I was being selfish. He told me Maya could learn to be more considerate and speak Spanish in her room or when Tyler wasn't home. I said that was ridiculous and we weren't going to police what language my daughter speaks in her own house. That's when things got really ugly. Ryan said if I wasn't willing to compromise, maybe we needed to think about whether this whole blended family thing was working. He said Tyler was already dealing with his parents' divorce, and now he felt like an outsider in his own home. I told Ryan that teaching Tyler to be jealous of Maya's bilingual abilities instead of encouraging him to maybe learn some Spanish himself was the real problem. Maya actually offered to teach Tyler some basic Spanish words last month, and he told her it was stupid and walked away. Ryan got really mad and said I was choosing my daughter over his son. I said, yeah, when it comes to asking her to hide part of her identity to make someone else comfortable, I absolutely was choosing her. Maya heard us fighting from upstairs and came down crying, asking if she was causing problems for our family. Ryan stormed out and went to stay at his brother's house for the night. When he came back this morning, he said he'd been thinking about it and maybe we should look into family counseling. I told him counseling was fine, but I wasn't changing my position about Maya speaking Spanish. The crazy part is Tyler actually understands way more Spanish than he lets on.